The iPhone 17 Pro is shaping up to be the biggest iPhone redesign we've seen in a decade. Thanks to a new set of leaked hands-on images, we now have a clear look at what could be coming in September when Apple officially unveils its next flagship. These leaks are getting more frequent, and the latest photos shared by trusted leaker Majin Buu focus on a dummy unit of the iPhone 17 Pro, giving us a good idea of the changes in design. First, let's talk about the biggest change, the camera bump, or should we say, camera shelf? Unlike previous models, the iPhone 17 Pro's rear cameras are housed in a large horizontal bump that stretches across the top portion of the phone's back, while the three camera lenses seem to be placed in the same layout as the iPhone 16 Pro. It's the shape and size of the bump that makes it stand out. This redesign has been getting mixed reactions. Some say it gives the phone a futuristic look, while others think it looks too bulky. In the leaked images, the phone is seen being held with just two fingers, which tells us something important. This is likely another dummy unit. Dummy units are hollow plastic or metal shells with no internal electronics. They're mainly used by case makers and accessory brands to prepare their products in advance. But while they aren't functional, they usually match the final product's size, shape, and button placement, giving us a pretty accurate idea of what to expect. Another noticeable design change is the Apple logo placement. Instead of being centered on the phone's back as usual, the logo now sits right in the middle of the lower half directly under the camera bump. On the dummy unit, this looks fine on its own. But there's one potential problem if you use a MagSafe case, which usually has its magnetic ring centered on the back. The Apple logo may end up looking slightly off-center. This odd alignment might not affect function, but visually, it could be a deal-breaker for some users who like everything perfectly symmetrical. So far, Majin Buu has shared similar dummy images before, especially of a black version of the iPhone 17 Pro. These latest ones seem to confirm the same design direction. While we still don't know much about the phone's hardware or internal specs, the rumors are starting to paint a clearer picture. For example, there's talk that Apple could be sourcing displays from Chinese manufacturer BO for the iPhone 17 lineup. However, according to recent reports, these BO displays will most likely be used only in units meant for sale in the Chinese market. This move is part of Apple's effort to diversify its supply chain, especially in regions where local production can help with pricing and availability. As for screen features, thinner bezels are expected across the board, making the phone look more modern and immersive. Even better, Apple may finally bring the 120Hz refresh rate to the non-Pro models. If that happens, it would be a huge upgrade for users who want smoother scrolling and better responsiveness without having to buy the Pro variant. Currently, only the Pro models enjoy promotion displays with 120Hz support. Another exciting change could be the front camera. Apple is reportedly planning to upgrade the selfie shooter, although details are still unclear. Whether it's better resolution, improved low-light performance, or a wider angle for group selfies, an upgraded front camera would be a welcome improvement, especially for people who use their iPhone for video calls or content creation. All in all, the iPhone 17 Pro is shaping up to be more than just a minor update. The new camera design, relocated Apple logo, thinner bezels, and possibly upgraded display and selfie camera are making it a very different iPhone than what we've seen in recent years. What do you think of the design changes? Does the new camera bump appeal to you, or do you prefer the cleaner, more minimal look of the iPhone 15 and 16 Pro models? And how do you feel about the logo being shifted down? Would that bother you? When using a case, as always, we'll have to wait for Apple's official launch to confirm these details. But based on what we're seeing from these dummy units, it's clear that Apple is taking some bold steps with the iPhone 17 Pro. Whether these changes will be loved or criticized, one thing is for sure: the iPhone is about to get a whole new look this fall.